Oh, hello. It should probably come as no surprise to you if I told you that I am not a speedrunner. The closest thing I've ever done to a speedrun is that one Duck Simulator 2 video, and even then I got it in like 11 minutes, which is double the world record. But that got me thinking, could I get a world record for a game if I tried hard enough? Now, obviously, I'm not really putting myself up to an easy test. Quite a hard one, actually, because I'm probably going to be up against a bunch of people that have like months and months worth of experience, and then there's just me who decided one day he's gonna get out of his chair and then sit back in his chair to get a world record.
Let it go.
Okay, so the first step is we actually gotta find a game that I could probably play. My first ideas were stupid ones like Roblox and Fortnite only up, but after going through the list of games, I came to a conclusion. Geometry Dash, World. I mean, come on, really, you didn't expect me to play Geometry Dash. Look, I can't do this. I don't even think I could beat Geometry Dash World. I'm just choosing it because it's the easier option. See, the current world record to beat GD World is currently about 5.5 minutes. And every time I tried that, I could get basically nowhere near. But something interesting about the world record was he was doing it in his own specific order. I was just doing it in the order that the levels unlocked. So I don't know if that makes it faster, but in my eyes, it doesn't because you're still doing the same levels, just in a different order, so it adds up to the same amount of time. And also, I would have tried it, but I couldn't memorize the pattern he did it in. It was so confusing. After a few more attempts, I kind of realized I was getting absolutely nowhere, and I had absolutely no clue what to do. And then out of nowhere, I realized a tactic that basically everyone was using except for me. The force quit tactic. By turning on your progress bar so it's at 100% and then force quitting the game, it actually gets you into the other levels faster because you don't have to go through any other animations like the scoreboard or the islands actually unlocking. And this was revolutionary for me. I thought, that's it. I've figured it out. I've figured it out. I'm gonna do it. So I tried again. And on my first attempt, I was on pretty good pace. World record pace, might I say. I was doing so well. My force quits were lightning fast. I felt like there was nothing holding me back. Nope. Still didn't get it. It was worth a try, though. I did end up getting a pretty good time, though, that would have secured me somewhere on the leaderboard. I don't necessarily know where, though, because they kind of retime your runs, so I could, for all I want to say, second place, and then they'll be like, Lamau, no, it's actually 277th place. So I decided to just go with that time. That was probably the best I could do, and I would just leave it there. And I decided, let's just try another game, because there's hundreds, right? But what game suits me best? What game do I feel like I'm pretty good at? Surprisingly, it's Muck. I bet you weren't expecting that one, were you? I have like 30 hours on this game, which may not sound like a lot, but playing a rip-off Minecraft game that's like super hard for 30 hours is pretty crazy. And see, there's different categories for this, so I don't necessarily have to beat the game. I can do other things. Like, for example, I could speedrun picking up a rock. Surely I can get the world That was it. That was the run. Okay, no, that idea's out the window. That doesn't matter though, there's a bunch of other categories we can do. The one I found the most interesting though was the Big Chunk speedrun, where all you had to do was kill Big Chunk as fast as possible, which I felt like would have been really hard, except for the fact that there's a set seed mode. I can do it on a set seed. Let's go. I looked at the world record run, analyzed it a little bit, definitely didn't steal their seed, and decided to try it out for myself. And you know what? My first 3 runs got me absolutely nowhere. I was getting 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 25 seconds. How do I get 12? How is that even possible? I tell you how. B-hopping. I didn't know how to do this, but turns out if you hold WA space and tap shift, you start B-hopping and you can go absolutely flying. So that was the solution, right? Learn B-hopping. Oh my god, did it take ages. I was trying again and again. I kept losing the B-hop. I was kind of fed up of losing the B-hop because I was like on good pace and then I'd either lose the B-hop, run out of stamina, or smack into a tree. Trust me, once you've smacked into enough trees, you get hit on the head enough to get annoyed by it. But that didn't stop me. After a while, I basically perfected the B-hop. All I had to do was actually kill Big Chunk, like fast. Now that I knew how to B-hop though, I got better times like 17, 15, 17, and I felt pretty good about myself. I felt maybe if I tried hard enough and my RNG was on my side at least once, because oh my god, the crit percent is so low, then maybe I'd have a chance. So I kept trying. I tried about another 100-ish times. And then eventually I got a run that was pretty satisfactory to me. "14 seconds. Oh my god. Considering the fact that I was trying for about 3 hours and I got 14 seconds, who's gonna complain about that? I did actually end up eventually submitting the run, and I have to say, it secured me a pretty decent 9th place in the world. And then my friend who never plays the game came out of nowhere and got 6th in the world for fastest time to kill Gronk. But I'm not gonna bring that up again, because I'm 9th. There's more numbers in 9, which means it's better. Would you rather have $6 or $9? That's what I thought. But that wasn't good enough for me, at least. Because you see, any person who gets 9th in the world might think, hey, that's pretty impressive, I'm just gonna leave it there. Now, I said in this video, I wanted to be a world record holder for at least one game. But the more I looked through the games, the more I was losing hope. So I decided to take a little break and scroll through my good old TikTok feed. And after a while of scrolling, that's when I saw it. The motivation I needed. The king himself, Nick A30, appeared on my For You page and gave me the most inspirational quote ever. And those words gave me enough motivation to get back on my computer and start looking for that world record game. And you know what? I found it. It isn't even a game that you can search up on speedrun.com, which is technically cheating, but hey, I never said that it had to be on the site. I never even said that it had to be a game that you could play. So everyone, let me introduce you to, funny enough, a game about literally doing your taxes. Out of all the games I could have probably done a speedrun for, I decided to do it for this one. Mainly because the only two keys you need are the left and right arrow key. And because from what I learned when I last played it, the outcome is always the same. I could spam left and right as much as I want, and the glory of it is the game will always be the same length. So that's exactly what I did. I re-downloaded the game, I booted it up, started the timer, and I started spamming as if my life was on the line. And after spamming enough to the point where my two fingers would rather kill themselves than stay attached to my body, that's the time I got. And I can't show you it because apparently I didn't write it in the script. And since this game isn't listed on speedrun.com, by technicality, that is a speedrun world record, which means I did what I set out to do. And you know what, I'm pretty happy about it, because even if that isn't a listed category, I still got 9th place on Mook, and that's pretty cool. If you enjoyed this video, then you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, optional of course, you don't have to. If you want to see more videos where I speedrun games, then let me know. Maybe even give me some game recommendations if you want. If you want to try and beat that time, then go for it, because I'm probably not going to try and get a better time. But other than that, I'm LaraSko. Peace.